What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at one of the new cards coming out in Surging Sparks Sylveon EX. Technically, I thought this card was going to be coming out in our Stellar Crown set, but it is not. Sylveon EX is coming out in the next Surging Sparks set. So now, let's take a look at the card. It's 270 HP, Stage 1, Psychic type, because Fairies are dead, to Retreat, weak to Metal. These attacks are not in English, so let's jump to Poke Beach to check out the translations. Psychic, colorless, 160, and during your next turn, or your opponent's next turn, this defending Pokemon's attacks do 100 less damage. So that's kind of easy to circumvent, honestly, because a lot of things can just, pivot out, switch out. But right now, a lot of lists aren't playing a lot of switch options, so this creates a world where you have to play more switch options, and 160 is a pretty reasonable amount of damage to two-shot a lot of things in this format. And then you have Water, Lightning, Psychic, an amalgamation of energy here that says choose two of your opponent's bench Pokemon. They shuffle those Pokemon and all attached cards into their deck. If one of your Pokemon used Angelite during your last turn, this attack can't be used. So you can basically get this absurd combo of like Water, Lightning, Psychic up and running, and you just tuck two guys away. Well, you don't have to hear me yap all about that one, so we're going to head and watch the Japanese YouTube channel, where they do feature a lot of these new decks in a little show match. Some of them are a little scripted, it feels like, at times, but I'm going to give you my reaction to the cards, and sometimes I do think they're a lot better than I give them credit for sometimes. So let's go ahead and watch and analyze the gameplay. We have Lugia on the left, it looks like, with Chinchino. So Chinchino does give them an option to kind of go in and explode just Ultra Ball double chops off the rip. I did not understand, like, holy mackerel, that's my guy right there. Eevee on the right. I don't actually know if there's a Signs of Evolution Eevee in the format. We're seeing Nestball and Poffit as well, without even a supporter being played. Lumineon coming through, grabbing ourselves an Arven probably going ahead and grabbing Hyper Aroma and Sealstone here. Hyper Aroma for the 3 Evolution, Bibarel. I think that Leafeon is for a colorless or grass energy, maybe get 3 energies from your deck and attach to all your Pokemon, and I think the second attack is like a vanilla attack. I don't remember exactly, but it seems pretty reasonable. Apparently this Eevee is cracked at Fortnite, so we can just evolve. We're going to go ahead and switch into the other Eevee. I think Eevee's active maybe is like the thing, you can evolve it on the turn you played it. EXP share is interesting, a Psychic, a Sealstone. And yeah, I think this is the one that gets 3 energies from your deck attached to any one of your Pokemon. So we're going to go see the Angelite attack, or not Angelite, whatever the first attack is called, to power up the Sylveon in one turn. I actually like the idea of it, but if you don't go second, I feel like it's not the most ideal, and what the payoff is might not be amazing, but as a whole, Sylveon I think is pretty good. I mean, obviously the point of this video is going to be that we're going to go ahead and set up a Lugia, and we're going to set up a Chinchino, and as soon as that happens, oh, a Mist Energy. That's genius. Another Mist Energy from the hand. I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't even think about the fact that Mist Energy stops Angelite. That's awesome. We're going to Serena, draw some cards. Serena, we're just going to bring up the Lumineon, pop the Lumineon even though it has Sealstone attached. So a pretty big negative here that we didn't even get to use our Sealstone. I think a lot of the time you can always assume Lugia has a Gust effect on turn 2, or a way to get there, especially when the Ultra Ball double chops on turn 1. Like, this is just an absurd combination of insane cards, with Serena being the first supporter is absolutely nuts. We're going to see a bundle coming through. Iron Bundle, Crispin lets us get 2 different energies from our deck. One immediately gets attached to the active, and one goes to our hand. So it's basically a way to super hyper power up our board immediately. We're going to see Bibarel. Oh, Temple of Sinnoh, because, that's just a reasonable card to be playing in this deck, apparently. And we're going to go ahead and Angelite, put away the 2 Archeopses and the Mist Energies into the deck. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we're back to square 0 for the Lugia player. There's no V-Star left to be used. Angelite can't be used again, but if we bump Stadium this turn, there's a reasonable chance we can still win this game, because we can go bump Stadium, attack with Lugia, attach to Chinchino, attack with Chinchino over a couple turns, but because Temple's in play right now, Lugia can't even attack, which means we missed bump on Stadium by attaching to active, and at that point, it's pretty chalked already, because now, we're putting 2 Lightnings here. Bibarel, I guess there's a legal Jolteon, huh? What does it do? I think it's 90 plus 90 to EXs. EXs and V stars or whatever, like Roblox Pokemon technically, we're going to just manually retreat. It looks like we're going to go ahead and use the 90 plus EXs and Vs. Okay, so the EXs and Vs attack, so 90 plus 90 times 2, 360, popping the Lugia, proccing Gift. Basically cementing this game because, like, what do you even do as a Lugia from this point onwards? Like, even if you power up a Chinchino, there's, like, really not much else you can do here. Yeah, I was going to say Blood Moon is a great way to close out this game if we can power up a Lugia into a Chinchino and take out the one Sylveon, and then you can go into like Blood Moon or something. But Chinchino misses the energy, passes. We're going to see the double turbo being attached to the bag, so I guess you can attack for 140, which is also a pretty good number in this format. 140 gets everything to a 2-shot range also, except for like Charizard and Dragapult, I guess specifically. We're going to boss up the Blood Moon. We're going to draw some cards, and we're going to smack early on the Blood Moon. Just 180 seems pretty reasonable here. Just softening up our potential threat target. I mean, I think this is better, obviously, than taking out the Luminian, because Luminian is, like, if we kill the Luminian, Blood Moon gets activated, and then it's a problem. We're going to see the Jet Energy and the Jamming Tower. Jamming Tower, interesting inclusion in the Lugia. I think Besigo's is better, but this player obviously just cracked a Fortnite and got the double chops into the discard, but they did miss the Stadium on turn 2. 3 Chinchinos all into play. A lot of good it's going to do you when you have no Arc Gaps, so we're going to go ahead and see 30. We're going to see the Boss's Orders bringing it back up. Back-to-back Boss's Orders onto this Blood Moon Ursaluna. We're going to go ahead and just smack with the... oh, I didn't even realize Jolteon's free retreat. That's pretty insane, actually. I don't know if the Jolteon's actually that good. I think the Leafeon's really, really good, though. I think that attack is pretty insane. One more Boss's Orders will win us the game here. But another just casual retreat. We're going to go ahead and see... Oh, we're just going to... Yeah, there it is. We just have 3 bosses. We have a boss into boss into boss. Like, we literally went boss, 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 which is a crazy sequence. We didn't even pop the bundle. This guy's just been sitting here on his laurels this entire time. Yep, 0 prize cards. I'm very excited to see the list. Okay, initial reactions is that Sylveon seems pretty good with the Angelite attack. It seems like pretty crippling to a lot of decks. But unless you have an actual backbone to do something after the Angelite, it seems like the game is really slow for you too. So if a deck can re-establish their board state after you Angelite, like, you could lose. Like, I think Angelite has to be something that is so powerful that wins the game, especially for the cost of what it's doing and how you, like, power it up. So I guess we'll take a look at the list and see what these players have cooked up for us here. Doesn't look anything exceptional. I think it's exactly what I kind of expected it to look like. The 3 Sylveon, the 2 Leafeon, 1 Jolteon, 4 Eevee, 2 Tuba Barrel, Squawk. Luminian makes sense. Bundle makes sense. Manaphy makes sense. 4 Ultra, 3 Nest, 3 Puffin also all make sense. But I feel like, yeah, I guess 3 Nest is fine because you have access to Squawk. Maybe 4th Puffin is better than 4th Ultra or 3rd Nest. But, I mean, that's all fine and dandy. 1 switch is interesting, right? It's fine. 2 boards. So we're not using any form of damage modifier in this instance. The boards are okay, but you don't really need boards. I don't know why there's 2 boards, because I think, I mean, you see here, Sylveon has 2 retreat cost, and Varel has 2 retreat cost. So maybe just playing, like, other switch cards or another switch effect like Kieran maybe is good, because Kieran can also just add damage to you as you're going. EXP Share made a lot of sense to me. Hyper Aroma made a lot of sense to me. Seal Stone made a lot of sense, but I think a damage mod could be pretty good to get to 190, or I don't know, some other like form of just up your damage by a little bit, because that could be slightly more relevant in certain scenarios, like 90 plus 90, 180. Maybe play Choice Belt, get to 210. Maybe play Defiance Belt, get to 210 as well. Whatever. 4-3-2-3 in the supporter split makes sense. Crispin makes a lot of sense in this deck because you really need to get those weird energies out of your deck pretty quickly. No Vessel is fine, actually, because you do have the Leafeon. But I think 1 Vessel could be... Actually, 1 Vessel... Dude, I really want 1 Vessel in this. Like, because if you get Vessel... No, I guess you can't go Vessel Puffin turn 2 or something with Arvin. So maybe this is fine. 1 DT also makes sense, so you don't just attack. The Temple is clearly for the sake of this video. I think in general you're not playing Temple. No one's actually playing Mist Energies. That's not actually a thing. There's probably a better stadium to play, like Artisan or something. Or you can just not play a stadium and play better cards. It is a very tight deck. I don't really know if the Angelite's enough to win the game, but it is a really cool idea on the rip to see if this would be the card that does anything to win the game. I mean, the attack is really cool. I just don't know if it wins the game on the spot, and I think it has to win the game on the spot. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the original video as well. Show them some love. Just watch it through as you're doing stuff. But otherwise, thank you so much. Peace out. Have a good day.